In the northern Faerun, in the lands of intrigue, on the shores of the shining sea, is a land known as Obsidian Bay. Called obsidian because the shores themselves glistened with obsidian stone. Volcanic eruptions of ages gone by had left the shores scattered with weapons. The city became known for its ability to sell and distribute in arms from an early time. And so Obsidian Bay has become a place that has always been riled in controversy. Today's controversy starts with 4 new stories new to Obsidian Bay. First of those stories is, God, I can't read your name now. Nope. Golden of the Tranquility. What is
Yes,
your
sir.
story? Yes, sir. Tell us your story, Mr. Golden of the Tranquility.
Well, let's say in short, I was born in an isolated forest, and at a very young age, I was supposed to be trained as a hunter, but as a tabaxi, we have to hunt in order to survive, in order to get our food, in order to live in our village. Hunting harmless animals wasn't me. So by taking advice from my parents, my family, I decided that I wanted to be a monk. So I got to know of a monastery that was in the Icelands, far away from my village, and I knew I had to take hardships to make that journey. But I was determined to do so, and through thick and thin, I made to the monastery in a couple of months. Beaten and battered, I went into the monastery and pleaded that they let me be a disciple here. One master took notice of me. He was very kind to me. He was very generous. I had some food before we talked details about how to become a disciple and all. And once I got dressed, I talked with him, and I became a disciple. And while I was training, I was known as being like a monkey. Like, my icon was a monkey because I was very agile. Being a cat, I was very agile, and I could jump about, and I had the quickness that that my race should have. And so, years of training, my master was training me, but I always felt like that I never lived up to my master's expectations. I always felt like he wanted me to do more. He wanted me to be better. So, 3 years went by. I was 17 by then, and I was talking to my master one day, and I decided that, Master, I think I need to take my leave. I need to go on a hermitage because I need to explore the world and train better. I need to understand the way of the world because I feel like I'm lacking something. So my master, as kind as he is, he talked with me. He gave me his advice. He gave me his wisdom, and then he said, "If you feel like that's the best way to go, go for it. You should go." And after a month after that, I left the monastery and I started on my hermitage. That's about it.
Okay. No, good story. So, yeah, you're going out for a hermitage, and very classic story from, I feel like from an ancient story, isn't it? The story you're telling of the student leaving for hermitage, as you say.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, but
Yeah.
you aren't like a man with a, you're more of a cat, so you have like, anyway, You shaved yourself to look like this? Did you shave your cat fur off to look like this?
Yeah,
You did?
I did.
Oh.
I don't think cats have that kind of stuff, to be honest.
Why not?
Why not?
Training.
Okay.
I definitely
Okay.
stopped laughing.
I mean, I just love to make fun of somebody when they have a silly token. So, like, you can't take that away from me. That's my thing.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, you have a cape then, huh? You've been rocking that?
Yeah.
Cape? Probably what you
A
sleep
cape
in it.
as well.
You probably sleep
You
in
know-
it, right?
Yeah, sleep in it. It's
It's
winter
more
blanket.
like pajamas.
It looks-
You're more like
It looks
pajama
like it's
boy.
the cape of his fur that he shaved off.
Oh, right. Yeah. You just, oh, yeah. Like, oh, I could go somewhere really gross with that. Yes. So, yeah, that's all fur. And you're furry on the outside. Furry on the, on the outside. Okay. And you are of the tranquility. So you are approaching the city, right? Are you on foot? Are you just like marching up and down the street like that? All bright and shiny?
Yeah,
with your...
I'm on foot. I'm walking.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. And you approach the gate. The city rises up in front of you. It's 28,000 people in this city. Oh, man. Yes, the 28,000 people in the city. And the road is about half a kilometer away from it as you turn the last corner. And you see this big marshland out in front of you. And in the middle of this road just pulls straight up. And the city looks really far away in the distance. But as you get closer, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Until all you see is 2 city guards approaching you. And the 2 city guards say, "What's your business in Obsidian Bay?"
I'm on my hermitage. I'm a monk, and I've been roaming around the world for a while, and I saw the city from far away, and I decided to, restock and resupply myself because I'm going to go on my journeys again.
Are those dreadlocks? No, man, that's no dreadlocks. That's his cape. It's all stuck together, fur and stuff. It's that is. Oh, God. Oh, that is what that is. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, well, yeah, sir. You just go. Sir, just go on inside, sir. It's okay. Have a nice day. He's kind of a hippie. Oh, he's a hippie. Oh, okay. And he's like, go ahead, sir. Have a nice day. Go ahead on inside. Yeah, no, they're just like, they stand away. And they're like, go ahead inside. And they motion over their shoulder that you should just go on inside. You can enter.
Okay.
Yeah. They're totally like, yeah, they're like over here. They're like, yep, that's okay. Go ahead. They let you go. You could totally be a spy, and they're like not even paying attention. Yep.
I could be a spy.
You know, you almost got away with being a spy and stuff. Look at you. You're so sneaky.
But a spy monk? Come on.
I know, right?
Wearing your own skin.
Iveta just outsmarts everybody. All my horribleness, Iveta just outsmarts the shit out of it. Okay, Vegas. Like Vegas. Vegas. Go ahead. Tell us your story.
Yeah, I'm a pretty famous anthropologist in some circles. I'm 221. Like, it's a pretty young for an elf, but I get by. I got a book. I was always fascinated by other races ever since I was a kid. In my forest village where I grew up, every time a traveler came by, I was just stunned by their traditions and their looks. Other races just fascinated me so much, I decided to study them further. Well, one day when I was like, I don't know, getting to my 100, pretty normal age for an elf to live the village, I guess. I came up to my elders and asked them if I can leave. Well, I could. They said, yeah, sure, you can go study other races, but here we have a crux for you. You have to go study the orcs. I knew the orcs were savage. Never seen one before, but I couldn't refuse. I had a feud with one of the elders. It gone a long way away. One day it's kind of embarrassing, but I hunted his bird for lizard man. So a bunch of lizard men came to our village, and they didn't want to talk to me unless I gave them that one feather from one bird. Well, I'm telling you, man, I got that bird. I got that bird good, but didn't know at the time that that bird was the elder's favorite. Well, it was kind of forgotten, that accident, but the elder never forgot that accident. And when time came for me to leave the village, he made sure I was going to orcs. I didn't really mind going to orcs, though. They fascinated me. And I was like, sure, I didn't even argue. I was like, orcs? Let it be orcs. Or so I thought. It was rough. It was really, really rough. The first day in the orc village, we had an agreement with them that we would exchange, so to speak, once in a few years. Young elves didn't come back. Didn't come back often. The one who came back, they changed. It was rough, but I got through it because I was just fascinated by all the orc traditions, all the orc heritage, and all the orc stuff. I was just stunned and blown away. I quickly learned their ways. Not without trials and errors. I had scars all over my body. I was bruised, beaten, but I keep on. I fought with them side by side. I lived with them. And with one, I made a very huge bond. We became like brothers. And one day we even took up the ritual of blood brothering. So we became blood brothers. It's a special tradition in orcs. As an anthropologist, I can tell you that's a real tradition. Well, we were friends for a long time. We got really close, and I loved the guy. He was just the best orc I have ever met. One day I took ill and couldn't be with him when he was gone hunting, and he didn't come back. I always regretted the day. I don't know what I could have done. I was ill, but he was gone. I got a search party for him, and only to find him dead, eaten by beasts. And there was clear signs of undead around. And I just hated them ever since. The beasts and the undead, they were both my fearsomest enemies. I hunted them and hunted until my legs were tired and the blood was coming out from my fingers from all the arrows I took. I got a talisman from him, which I wear ever since. From my good friend, my blood brother. I will never forget him. And so I decided to travel around and get to know some other cultures, some other races, to get that sweet, sweet knowledge and maybe write another book. Because books make money, believe me, in some circles.
Okay, good job. Interesting story. So where does that put you at in the world? Does that put you anywhere where you're...
I'm a traveler. I'm a scholar. I write everything I see about other races. I mean, I just travel around and just take notes and prepare to get another book done.
Okay, but what would you come to Obsidian Bay? Doing one
Yeah,
research?
it
Yeah.
came around in my travels, so I was like, there's got to be a multicultural city I can really get my hands around. Like, there's got to be a lot of races here that I can study. Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
All right. So how would you travel then to Obsidian Bay? What would you do? Where would you go to?
Uh, uh, how would I travel?
Mm.
Well, I'm a ranger, so I'll probably travel on foot because I'm agile on foot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you just bound through the woods, no big deal, and
Yeah,
make it your.
forest is my favorite terrain, so I was just
Okay.
like,
Well, you
hell
can
yeah.
stay undercover the whole way, except the very last leg of your journey.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give up your cover of being in the woods and your favored terrain to be in the first place. You're gonna have to give that up for a minute because when you get to the edge of the city, all the way around the city, the forest is gone and it's just marsh land. And the marsh covers all the swamp, makes it into this big swampy pasture of wet, impassable terrain, except for the small, skinny road that goes up to the guardhouse where there's 2 guards awaiting you. So,
I hail the guards. Like,
oh yeah, you know they
get my hand up and wave.
okay. You wave to them. Okay, they don't wave back.
Yeah, I come up to them. I come up to the city.
Okay.
What's up?
Go ahead and move your
What's up,
token.
bro?
Yeah, go ahead and move your token. There you go. There you go. All right. So, what's your
Hello.
business in Obsidian Bay?
I'm just a traveler, a scholar, if you may. I'm an anthropologist. Study races. What's your race? Let me see. Can I see his race? Like, is he
You're such a racist. Yeah, he's human.
human? No, you're just
Yeah.
human. Her- Studied you long before. Nothing
Yeah.
interesting.
Just a human.
He doesn't look like a rogue, does he? Nah, he looks about as skinny as one though. Yeah, I think so. He could easily be a rogue. So, who you got business with here in Obsidian Bay? If you're such a smart guy, Mr. Anthropologist.
I'm just traveling through here, just
Yeah.
getting around, studying all the races. You
Being
have
an
pretty,
etymologist, aren't you? Just a big old etymologist, aren't you? Yep. Yep.
yeah,
That's what I thought you were, huh?
have
Yeah? An etymologist? Ah. Huh.
an
Or an
anthropologist.
entomologist.
Actually,
Are you an entomologist or etymologist? Do you know?
I'm an anthropologist.
Are you
Come on.
anthropologist? Yeah, anthropods, not an entomologist? No, no. He's definitely quizzing you. He's quizzing you very hard. You have any good answers for him?
Did you even study in your school, or do you don't go to school in your wherever you're from?
Ah, but he knows what an
Jesus Christ,
entomologist
man.
is. And yes, an anthropologist, an entomologist. Yes, the bug person and the word person. All kinds of nerds he knows about, but he was just seeing what kind of a nerd you were, but he didn't get a response off of you, so he was just curious how nerdy you were. If you're a word nerd or a bug nerd or just a nerd. What kind of nerd are you, sir?
I'm a race nerd.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? They're pretty racist themselves, and their only racism is pretty dumb. So, yours is probably, not an improvement, but they'll definitely use it in their broken logic as they interrogate people and give them a hard time. That's really what they're here to do. And they haven't figured out if they think that they're classists. So these guys are classists where you're a racist, where they're trying to see if your class is rogue and see if they should worry about you entering the city. And they have an idea for you, a way for you to, deal with the problem that they have with these tax-paying citizens of Obsidian Bay that they are here to sworn to represent. And they say you could become a tax-paying citizen if you buy this all-inclusive day pass to Obsidian Bay. It's only 5 gold pieces, and it's said that it will keep you out of the stockade. That is what it says, right? I think that's what it says right there on the packaging. When one
Does
of the
your
guards
governor
says,
know you go those?
"Excuse me."
Does your governor know you pass those around?
You can bring it to him and ask, sir. Just to pay us the 5 gold pieces, and you'll be on your way.
Nah, I'll be good. Maybe I'll just go speak to him. You know, I have my ways. I know people.
Really? So who do you know, sir? That's what we're here to find out.
Scholars.
Scholars.
Nobody you would know.
Those aren't people. You're defining a broadly open-minded subject. That is a just subject matter. You aren't naming anyone specific. That's
Jonathan
what we're
Kane
here to find
is in
out.
the
You could
city.
have a specific day pass and be a tax-paying citizen of Obsidian Bay for the low, low price of 5 gold pieces. Do you accept it, sir?
It's a plain robbery.
Is it? Because it's free. You're free to say no, he says. You're free to say yes to the stock. And you're free to say no to me. I mean, not that those two things are related. I just like to tell that story. Yeah, you just like to tell that story. He tells that story a whole bunch. He loves to talk about that stockade. Man, I have not known anybody who likes to talk about the stockade as much as he does. That is a true statement, my friend. Very true statement. Glad you brought that up. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to second that for me. Yeah. That's what I'm good for here and in court. Yes, sir. So, what can we do you for? Do you want this day pass? You want to become a tax-paying citizen of Obsidian Bay? Put these guys to work for you?
Citizen, eh?
Yeah, you could be a taxpayer. These guys could be your entry units here to serve you.
Look, I'm gonna give you 2 gold pieces and you're gonna leave me alone.
You're gonna give him 2 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, he gives you the pass. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Fuck you.
Oh, man. Did you say that where he could hear it?
No, I mumbled it under my breath and just got away.
Okay, I'm just checking. We've got places for that. I mean, you can roll an intimidation check if you want to try to intimidate the guards. You're feeling froggy.
Yeah.
How froggy are you feeling? So,
I mean, yeah.
Nice. That was exactly the reaction I'm hoping to get with those guards configured the way that they are. So thank you for that. Nelia, Shadow Dale, you've been so patiently waiting for so long. We're so happy to have you on board. So let's hear your story.
My story is not a long one.
Okay.
I'm still very young. And I know who my parents. When I was younger, I used to hear them whisper back and forth about prison and secret organization, and I guess I was actually born there. I don't really remember, of course, because I was a young child, but I always knew there was something weird about me, even growing up. I mean, of course, I'm a tiefling, but even others around me just wouldn't want to be around me for too long and just always kind of put me on the outside. And so I kind of always acted out as a kid and always found myself in trouble, but just had a good way with words that just managed to always get myself out. About two years ago or so, though, I was sleeping. And I woke up surrounded by flames and magical fire, and I managed to escape, but I have no idea what happened to my family, my mom, my dad, and that. Everybody was gone, basically, and it was just me. And ever since then, I've also, sometimes I'll get angry and just fire will shoot out of my hands. I'll just really want something to stop it. Sometimes it accidentally does. I'm not exactly sure where these powers came from or why I have it. So I've heard about this library here in Obsidian Bay, and that I go to it because I need to find answers and hopefully control these powers that I have before I hurt somebody if I haven't already.
All right, that's like Sorcery Girl, kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer Sorcery Girl. All right, let's bring it on. So is she traveling by herself?
Yeah, she's by herself.
All right, and dealing with all the racism and stuff like that being a tiefling brings. So bring her up front, stick her in front of the veterans. You're approaching approaching the city, and the road just seems to just kind of like stretch on and on. The city just gets bigger and bigger, and beyond the gates, there's places where you can go shopping. I think you like that, right? You're that kind of chick. And the guards approaching. Excuse me, ma'am. What is your business in Obsidian Bay?
I just came by there. I just came to visit your life.
Okay. And did you say? Yeah. So you just came to visit? That's all you're saying?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying to them. I don't really want to talk.
Okay. Well, ma'am, we can definitely help you out with an all-day pass here to Obsidian Bay if you'd like to peruse it. It sets you up as a tax-paying citizen, and if you need any help from our very helpful staff here in Obsidian Bay, we'll be happy to help you out.
Manage on my own. I got this far, haven't I?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to mention that it's all inclusive. So, but anyway, as you need, ma'am, the city gate's right over there. She doesn't look like a rogue, does she? No, she don't look like a rogue. She's not looking like a rogue. So, yeah, they let you go. We can really hear the bus in the background. What's that? We can really.
I'd like to assume I was already walking.
Yeah. Okay, so you can go on inside. It's really loud in the background in your microphone.
Oh yeah. My daughter.
Yeah, it's really loud. Okay, so we got 3 of you inside. Let's go on down. And as you guys are going through the gate, something is going to happen. I will just say that, and we'll figure that out once we get there. Orla, you're up next. You're up like the continent, right? Something like that.
Okay. Sorry, what was that?
No, nothing. I was just making Europe jokes.
Oh, okay. So this story begins with Orla's parents, not Orla specifically herself. So her mother, retired adventurer, ended up meeting her father in Obsidian City. Her father was like a low mid-tier politician, like not someone who's renowned, but someone who thinks that the renown matters. And so this relationship went on for about a few years until her mother was pregnant. And then after, when it came to conceive Orla, that's when it happened, because Orla was born as a tiefling. And then her father, being extremely furious and having no ties to demons, went on his own research about his wife. Turns out that she was previously a warlock as an adventurer and made a pact with a demon, specifically with the cost of blood. He didn't specifically mention what kind of blood, but he got it anyways with a blood child. So through all of this, he wanted to erase everything that he had ties to demons because he didn't want anything with him being demons. He sent Orla away, and the mother was, I would say, executed for multiple reasons. So with a trusted friend of the father, she got sent far to a monastery, just like to be completely gone from existence of like from the father's life, where she was raised. She was trained a little bit as a monk throughout her younger years, but even more so growing up. Made one friend who, it's always like that, kind of like the Krillin, who's like, you're always that good person, But, she always was headstrong. She got in trouble a lot, being a tiefling nature and kind of being lonesome, to the point where an adventurer had dropped by and she took it upon herself to leave with that adventurer because she didn't want to be there anymore. The one piece of advice that they did give to her was Obsidian City. She has no idea what it is, how big the city is, who's in it, but they just told her that name. After a while, in the company of being an adventurer, the adventurer encountered a very powerful entity, of which caused Orla to just step aside because she didn't want any of that. From there, she just started to make her way to Obsidian City on her own.
Okay, sounds good. That's a good story. So let's bring her up to the city. How is she getting up to Obsidian Bay? She's stepping up to the guards. Yeah?
Here we are.
Okay. Well, Deja Vu again, innit? How can we help you, little lady?
Ooh, what is Deja Vu?
It's just that
also,
same old thing happening all over again, you know?
Okay, I get it.
Same shit, different day.
I'm not familiar with the term, but okay. But I do need to enter this city.
Awesome. What's your business in this here city?
The monks at the monastery I lived at told me about this place, and aside from just the name, I don't know anything about this, so I want to learn. I want to know why they told me this.
All right, so the answer is the reason that you would have come here is for the Poorman's Guild. So you're going to say Master Gilbert at the Poorman's Guild. So go ahead and try that out. See how that works out for you.
Sure, I will. I'll take your advice on that.
I think I know what I'm talking about. So go ahead, try it out. What's your business in Obsidian Bay?
Oh no, like her character, because she's a hermit, completely oblivious, like to everything social, but she's also extremely delighted about everything that she is oblivious to.
But you said she's got other people that brought her somewhere, so I'm just saying they would have sent her to see Master Gilbert. If she says the word Master Gilbert to the guys, they're going to let her pass. Otherwise, it's going to be like, you know, they're just trying to escalate things. That's all they do. They're just evil that way. I'm just helping you. That's all. You can do it however you want to. I'm just offering you help. I'm just thinking that your character would have, if they made the travel, they would have been told somebody to go to see. You know, you don't just go to New York City just to show up at New York City and hope to find something. I don't think that's the thing.
No, but when someone's effectively, like, you know, in a monastery in Tibet and they hear about it, and they have the means to go, they probably would just go.
Okay. I'm a big fan of hearing stories and finding things that are legendary. Yeah, I'm just saying that people find out stories and they just want to find the real thing, and that makes it more purposeful. I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure out something to do.
Wait, I got one idea. Hold on, because it just remembered to me. So, do you have a brewery by any chance? Like somewhere, like, you know, ale, wine, alcohol.
Of course, yes,
like
of course, yeah. She's looking for the welcome wench. She looks like a bard, man. Yeah, I think she's a bard. Yep. Guess she's a bard. All right, have a nice day, ma'am. Go to the welcome wench.
Okay, thank you.
And they stand away from you.
So I just move my character next to the others?
Yeah, you guys all go through the gates at the same time. All right, Mr. Fluffy, what is your deal, Mr. Fluffy? Chris.
Hey, let me connect to my phone.
Oh, okay. Man, we got a bunch of people coming through, man. Cray. Okay, so what else? Here on the website. 2 more messages. Oh no. Okay, good. All right. Bum, 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 bum. All right. New person coming on board.
Hello?
Hello. You're here?
All right. Let me open the thingy.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Boom.
So
I got a
what
really
is
short
this?
story, but
Okay. Ready, Chris? Go for it. You got it, bud.
all right.
All
So
right, go for it.
I was raised to the north of Neverwinter on an island full of tabaxi. Before coming to before becoming a samurai, I was an orphan of out on the street, fighting for my survival. One day my life changed for the best. I was out making I was out in the market and I was hungry. So I attempted to steal some bread. I grabbed it and began running, but I didn't make it too far. I ran across crap. Okay, so I ran across uh, the Queen's elite guard. The street merchant yelled, "Stop that thief! Stop him!" The queen, the Queen's guard grabbed me. "Let me go! All this for a loaf of bread." As tears rolled down my face. The guard looks at the Queen. Go ahead, let him go. "Where are your parents?" she asks. "My parents went into the cave. They haven't come out. It's been a month now. I'm hungry. Please, spare me." The Queen looks at him, filled with guilt. "You'll be coming with me. Starting today, your name will be Fluffy. This will be your punishment." "Yes, ma'am." "Henry here will be your trainer. You will learn from him, and you will never ask for anything. Do you understand?" "Yes, ma'am." 20 years later, 20 years later, uh, a problem plagues the kingdom, or presents itself to the kingdom. Uh, my queen, war will break out in the next 5 years. What do you what do we do to prepare ourselves? What we do to prepare ourselves? We will be fine. Fluffy here will be going on an adventure. or exploration to Obsidian Bay, where he will meet with my younger brother. There, he will bring back an army with him. Isn't that right, Fluffy? I'll try my best, Queen. You'll be off. 3 months. 3 months go by. Fluffy is on a ship headed to Obsidian Bay.
All right. And away we go. So Fluffy doesn't go in the same rude route that the rest of you guys did. Fluffy is specifically going with a mission to recruit adventurers, and shows up at the docks, but is probably well tended to and escorted because he has somebody sending him, right?
Yeah.
I would
His
assume.
queen.
So they pass right through the gates. Everybody, all the fees are paid, all the dues are told, and Mr. Fluffy makes his way on probably a carriage to Adventurers Square, where some things happen, but not so fast, everyone else says, because we have these fine adventurers here who just stepped into the city under their own 2 feet and now need to catch up to what's happening up here with Mr. Fluffy and all of his stuff he's got going on, because these guys show up and they see something quite unusual, maybe not unusual in our world, but in the medieval world of what this is. Seeing a gnome in a clown outfit, tending to a little burger stand, offering you burgers for happy meals, is a pretty weird thing to have happen. You guys are really weirded out by the whole thing. Here we are now in Adventurers Quarter. You guys are all gathering around this little corner as you step in, because you are hungry. That's the one thing that is causing you to fail this little wisdom check that you might find yourself in. Well, do I really want this? All you can think is, oh man, I just got done walking and I'm hungry. And for a moment you look, and before you know it, he's like, do 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 do, you'll be loving it. Rolling McDaniels, happy meals, be happy, happy. Oh, so happy. Oh yeah, we're so happy here. Have a happy meals for totally free. So he's offering you these free burgers, totally free. And they're like, you smell them before you could even hear his music. Even like you smell the smell of these fantastic like burger things. Like you've never heard of this before in your life, but here it is: bread on both sides, toasty and hot bread. You can just see it sizzling, kind of glistening in the light as it's sitting there being bread, and then because you smell it in your olfactory senses, you know that it's sizzly hot burger in there, because you hear the sizzling sound of a griddle working behind the scenes somewhere. But these are prepared and ready for you to eat right now. No messing around, man. Just take them and eat them. He says they're for free. Who wants one?
So Orla immediately smells that and hears that and is looking at the burgers with like huge golden eyes. And upon hearing free, she grabs one and eats it immediately.
Nice. Okay. Anybody else? It is heavenly. It's not only is it burgery and hot and everything that you know now that a burger is, but your character is experiencing this for the very first time. And there's this squishy, juicy sauce that is just mysterious to your senses, but so good. It's a mystery sauce. Who said what?
Weigast. So I'm a bit wary of this. Can I investigate that? Like just look at it.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Invest. Like,
investigate what? He's gonna look at it investigatively.
Yeah, like the whole theme.
Yeah.
Like him, the burgers, and all of that.
Sounds like you found a check to roll. Let's roll your investigation check, and so you'll spend a minute looking at it investigatively, right? That's what you're doing? Yeah, you not wanted that thing. You are absolutely sure that he is.
That's a burger.
Yeah, you're pretty sure, you're convinced that he's grinding up goblins and serving them to you as burgers. You're 100% sure of this. You want to tell everybody this?
Well, no, I'm completely fine with eating goblins because I'm village, and I will eat goblins every fucking day.
Yeah.
So
who else? Who else hasn't had a chance?
I was gonna say, does the burger taste like would the burger taste something off?
No, it's great.
Like
it tastes awesome. It tastes like the best thing you've ever had. Anybody else wanting something? Nalaya?
I'm very curious about the origin of the burger, so I tried to smell it.
Yeah, okay. It smells like a burger. It smells like grilled meat. Yeah, it's perfect. Are you gonna eat it?
Is there anything off about the meat?
It's cooked perfectly. Everything is
different
perfect
than ordinary meat?
It's perfect meat. Yeah. How are you gonna tell that it's not? What are you gonna? It smells like people.
Can I run a perception check on this?
Do you know what people smells like? Have you ever eaten people?
No.
Oh, well then it's probably just burger.
Can I run a perception check on this?
What?
Can I run a perception check on this?
Ooh, a perception check. That is totally different than an investigation check, isn't it? Okay, run your perception check on this. Ooh, you got a 22 and a nat 1. Okay, so you point out to Vegas, right? Who's the other guy that rolled the investigation check?
Yeah.
You point out his flaw. You're like, you're so silly. Look right here. It says on a health certificate right in front of the sign, like Vegas is looking at him there's something wrong with this, and you're like, no, Vegas, there's nothing wrong. Look, he has a health department certificate and says it's definitely not people. Right.
I mean, I don't care.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't smell like people. Like, how would it be people? He's, for real. Come on. That's crazy talk.
Even it's goblins. It's
or goblins.
nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. But yeah, he's got burgers, selling them in the middle of the street. Who wants a burger? Who else is getting a burger? So, Golden, did you eat it? Did you eat it, Golden?
Orla's taking it.
Orla ate it.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I've already eaten one. I'm taking a second one.
Oh, good. Okay, good. He just wants a copper piece. Yeah, the second one's just a copper, and he gives you a toy. You and Orla. Who else? I'm not hearing any feedback. I'm hearing a bunch of nonsense.
I see.
Yeah, Nyla, what are you doing?
I walk forward, and I'm like, I'll take one. I'm kind of hungry.
All right. He hands you one. He also hands you, all three of you get an egg.
All right.
Okay, I will also take one since I found nothing wrong with it.
Good. Okay,
Nothing.
Vegas, you gonna eat one too? Is that Vegas?
Oh
no. Okay.
Vegas.
Okay,
no.
Yeah, you're not going to. Okay, yeah, you're having all kinds of hesitation over there. So everyone else is eating and having the best burgers ever. And if you want another burger, it's just one copper piece, which is like 1/100th of a gold piece. It's like
Okay.
And
Wait a minute.
But everybody gets
Orla's gonna squint her eyes and say, "I thought it was free."
No, the first one's free. Yeah, the second you got to pay for. Oh yeah.
Well, copper piece. I don't have a copper piece. I have this one, and she puts down a gold piece.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's right. She has no concept of money too.
Awesome. Well, Roland gives her 2 burgers because Roland is so awesome. Here you go, 2 burgers, Orla. Thank you very much. Boom. Yes, but Orla, everybody, Nalia, Orla, and Golden, take your. You get a little toy trinket, and it's for free. Go ahead and open it. Yeah. You guys want to open them now? You probably do.
It's openable.
Yeah, you get to open a toy, guys. Are you guys ready?
Save it.
Who's ready to open a toy?
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Are you ready?
All right. I guess I'll open it.
Okay, open your toy. So roll me a wisdom save, everybody.
Okay.
Except me, right?
Exactly. You aren't getting any fun.
Oh, 15. Thank God.
Oh, look at that. Look at those wisdom saves, guys. You're so wisdomy. Oh, Slayer. Everybody except for Slayer is like, I don't get it. They're plastic. I mean, the burgers are good, but Slayer, yeah, you are like the whole entire experience. The toy, the music, the burgers. All you care about is more burgers in your life, and you want to keep this toy on your character sheet as treasure, like a Happy Meal toy from Roland McDaniels. Here's how you spell Roland McDaniels too. So if you want to write it down, so you have a Happy Meal toy that you treasure really greatly, and you aren't ever going to let anyone ever take it from you ever. Okay, like it's really important to you, Slayer. Okay, to keep this always, and never let someone take it from you.
Is it like the equivalent to the One Ring?
This is, oh my God, yeah. Like it's just super special to you, and you don't want anyone to take it. So, and as soon as you can, you want more burgers too. But at the same time, this toy, oh, most people just don't get it. But when you pick up this toy, you get it, and everything makes perfect sense, and you're cool, and everything is perfect. So, just find your toy, man. As soon as you get your toy, everything is cool. Yeah, that's what you get. So, about now, you guys all kind of look around at each other, and you're recognizing that you're looking a little bit off from everybody else around you in the whole entire. You got two tieflings right next to each other. And you got a kitty cat and Vegas, who are, one's emo and one's a kitty cat, kind of emo too. And right about then, Roland is kind of rolling up his little shop and kind of rolling on down the road, and I'm going to go sell some more people some more hamburgers, because that's what Roland does. And he poops off to the GM layer like he does. And the rest of you guys are hanging out there in the street. What happens? We having a homie, friendly friends, super friends moment here, or what? What happened?
Yeah, I take notice of another team. I also noticed that they had arch my eyebrow. Like,
Well,
cutting
in a heartbeat, I'm just standing there.
Orla is too
Just happens to stand there.
Burger and having her Happy Meal toy to notice that there was a second tiefling, but she does notice the giant tabaxi and just looks at it with golden eyes and just says with a stuffed mouth, because she's still eating. Hold on, I have to like imitate fucking me eating with a stuffed mouth. Give me a second.
I also noticed that the little tiefling looking at me like, and I get a bit weirded out. Like, why is it staring at me? What did I do? Am I an anomaly? Am I an anomaly?
What are you? Never seen you before.
I'm a tabaxi. I'm a cat people.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So devils can be people like me, and now there's also cats like people like you? Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
pretty much. There's a forest full of it. There's a forest full of it.
A forest full of you. See, I wish there was a monastery full of me. Because then...
Wait, well, hold on a sec. You're in a monastery?
Yeah? I mean...
I was in a monastery. I'm a monk.
Oh! What kind of art are you studying? What kind of monastery? What school is it?
I'm actually pursuing the way of the element. So, yeah.
I've never fought anyone from the elements before. And she takes a fighting stance immediately.
I don't fight with little guys.
Oh, come on. Little? Really?
I'm quite tall, you know.
I think I'm pretty hard to hit.
Another time, perhaps. I show my disinterest.
Orla looks saddened by the refusal. Oh, well, I guess.
Don't be sad because I'm a hermit. That's what I do.
Well, I mean, like, I lived, like, far away from, like, well, things like this. I've never seen anything like this before. Actually, I haven't seen anything much outside of the monastery. So, yeah. It's just, nice to...
Well, we'll be happy to know that not all tabaxis are as big as me.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure most tieflings still have 2 horns. And she points to the broken one.
Well, you can actually see from the tiefling beside you.
Wait, what? She turns around and finally notices the other tiefling. And actually says in Infernal, holy shit, another one?
And I just start laughing because I've noticed she's kind of how. Yeah, another one.
Well, Golden of the Tranquility, goes around to Vegas and like, who are you here?
Oh. What's your race again? I don't like.
Tabaxi. Wait,
Oh,
are you writing something?
at the backs. Very interesting. And where are you from? Yeah. Just taking notes. Don't mind me. Where are you from?
Okay. Why are you taking notes?
What? I study. I study all kind of races. And I turn to tieflings, and I'm like, ooh.
Why do you study all
Rarely
races?
see those around.
Why do you study all races? This is creeping me
That's
out.
my art. I'm an anthropologist. You never heard of that? I'm a scientist. I'm a scholar.
Well,
Yeah,
we don't
different.
quite have places for being a scholar back where from I am. So yeah.
I push him a bit away and go to 2 tieflings, which interested me a lot. Oh, rarely see you around. I look them head to toe. Like, interesting. Is that Infernal I heard? Oh.
Orla's just gonna like look at him with like a raised eyebrow, like the rock level kind of eyebrow upon hearing that.
I don't care at all, and I just write down.
The Rock Obama.
Oh my god! Okay, I need to know that. I need Rock Obama.
Because that one's pretty hardcore. The Rock Obama. I don't know if you guys ever witnessed the Rock Obama, but the Rock Obama is an amazing thing to experience. But yeah, I'll stop right there.
Okay, I'm just writing everything down.
Since Vegas started paying attention to 2 of the tieflings, I'm just gonna start walking across the road.
Okay, you're gonna just walk away.
Around.
Who's gonna?
I'm just browsing around. I gotta go back on my hermitage.
Okay, so I thought you guys were all going to the Welcome Wench. Anyway.
Local lunch? What's
I
that?
thought you guys were everybody was going to the Welcome Wench, I think. We'd figured that out somehow. Yeah, the Welcome Wench is the bar. Everybody's gonna go to this bar once they came into the town. So since you guys all found out you're going to the same place.
I'm a monk, I abstain bars.
It's an inn. You have to find a place to hang out with. Well, what are you gonna do then?
To stay for the night,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I kind of have to stay for the night, but I have to get my supplies as well.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I'm just trying to find a way to like wrap up having everybody in the same place at the same time. We can do your other sidebar stuff anytime. Like this is an open world, but just for today's, I just want to get you guys feeling, A, filling out your character sheet, B, getting into character, C, finding a way to like meet other people. In this one bar, just this street scene, I can just have stuff happen to you, and hopefully you guys all get to be friends with each other. Hopefully.
Okay.
But I'll find a way to make a hook that makes you guys want to go on this next mission, which allows you guys to go fight stuff.
Well, I'm hooked on tieflings. I want to know their culture.
Okay.
That's definitely. I didn't see them in a while.
Fighting? Are they evil?
Yeah, but staring at them and taking notes is probably not the way that to their heart. I don't know. That doesn't really work today either. If you stand across from someone and just take pictures of them and write in your iPad, it's usually a bad way. You're usually gonna have a bad time with somebody.
They're gonna think you're a creep.
Yeah, I think they're gonna not like that. Yeah, a whole lot. I think that's it's just me. Yeah. No, I know what I'm saying. But anyway.
Discord.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. We're gonna Revised Ranger for sure. We're gonna go ahead and put a pin in things like they are, because I think you guys did it. I think you guys did do what I was wanting you guys to do, is that volunteer character. We'll pick up wherever you guys are at now from the next time. Okay, and then I think tomorrow at 1, though, we've got Rang's game, so I think I've got a scheduled game for tomorrow at 1, but then the next day I think I've got it open for 1 o'clock. So if you guys are a 1 o'clock game crew, that's the game that starts usually 3.5 hours before now, then let's get together on Wednesday then at 1 o'clock. Okay, guys?
It might be a problem Wednesday because I have a gamer at that time.
I feel you. Just keep hanging out, get to know us. It's the best way. We play with the people who are here, but then I'm always trying to recruit people to join our regularly scheduled games, because the regularly scheduled games, that's where the real D&D really happens. I just have to recruit you guys. I have to get to know people, see that I'm a cool guy, we have a good time, boom, we play some games, and that's about how it works.
Yeah.
So
I just have a problem with Wednesdays because I have a game going on there.
I got you.
We'll see there.
Sounds like you've got your hands full. Anyway, thank you guys.
Just one game.
I gotcha. Thank you guys. I just want to say, signing off right now, we're going to stop the recording part of this game and get back to hanging out again. Okay, guys? Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys.